Welcome back to another episode of the Weekly Deals. If you're not familiar with what we do, neither do we.
We awkwardly get locked out of our recording room.
Truth. If you're not familiar with what we do, we come to you each and every week from podcasting services of your choice. Not always around a table. Sometimes different tables, sometimes different rooms.
Sometimes
outside.
Sometimes outside, sometimes a little late. But what we do is we talk about nerdy stuff, games, movies, comics, everything in between, and we have some fun. We each pick a topic. We have some fun. We're kind of balling it today. But yeah, that's what we do. This is episode 123. Thank you for joining us again. Last week we talked about our predictions of E3. E3 is now transpired.
Let me can I interrupt real quick?
Oh, okay.
Belly boys. You guys want to get horny? So my charm level is 0. They only give out 1 per person. I asked really nicely. You guys can resell it if you want.
It's $40 each.
I'm getting horny. Hold on.
So it's basically horns from Catherine, the video game, the remastered version.
Which one do they got?
I have no idea, dude. See, I've been wearing it backwards the whole time. We're horny.
We're all horny.
We horny boys. That's the pseudo. But yeah. All right. So last time we talked about our predictions, speculations on what E3 will hold for us. This week is gonna be solely focused on what took place at E3, our thoughts on what took place at E3, and trying to not be as awkward as possible with the way the seating arrangement is, because I'm looking at them through the camera. Guys?
Energy.
Or, guys? Yeah, energy.
Energy.
Because we got that energy. What'd you guys think of E3, big picture?
I want to start off with just Sony. Them not being there didn't hurt them. Them not being there didn't help them. It was just like a neutral thing. E3 was still like, I thought it was gonna hurt E3 as a whole, but E3 was still the shit, dude. It was still cool.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Vargas.
I would say that E3 wasn't the same without Sony. There's like a certain energy that the whole event has, and it just kind of threw it out of whack. I think Phil Spencer said that it just wasn't the same without Sony, and that they do need to be there. But overall, I think there's people mentioning that like there's a lot less people at this event than there was before. I think it was Jason Schreier that said that.
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, the thoughts on Sony being there and not being there, I'd have to say it threw off balance like the typical waves I get of the presentations and of the announcements. It's like certain things were pushed to other platforms and I didn't like in terms of their presentation. And there was a certain theatrical like Nintendo's got their style, Sony's got their style, Microsoft's got their style, and not seeing Sony be there and have their presentations and stuff was weird. But as a whole, I thought it was okay. It wasn't like to me anything huge, but it wasn't anything horrible.
Yeah.
It was just like all right. But yeah, let's get into why we think that these things. Starting with the earlier pressers, it was EA.
Mm-hmm.
We were in attendance at that one. What did you guys think of EA Play and EA as a whole?
So obviously, being at the event, like we couldn't see like announcements, and that's the biggest thing is when you're watching it like on Twitch or on YouTube, you're seeing like bullet point announcements of what's coming out. This is footage, this is that stuff. But we're at the event, we're experiencing like different things they've got going on. Like we got to try out Apex with like a new character and stuff like that. We waited in line for 4 hours and stuff. So it was really cool, really fun.
We'll do again.
Will not attend.
Can I tell you something that I kind of feel guilty?
What?
So you know how we played Apex?
Yeah.
I was fidgeting with like how to look at things, and right before the countdown, I saw your character, and I was like, oh, I want to click to invite you.
You fucking booted me out of the game.
And right when I clicked to invite you,
You booted me out of the fucking
that's when your game errored. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I apologize.
That's why you felt so bad.
That's
You were pushing me. You're like, I
was like, play
just
my
stay and
game.
play. Just stay and play. I'm like, fuck. No, I'm not going to play. So, yeah, for those that don't know, we waited in line for how long? Like 2 hours? An hour?
Yeah.
In the hot sun.
It was 2 hours in the hot sun.
Hey, you got a nice mint
We
towel.
finally get inside.
The cold and stinging.
We're all like loading up a match, and it errors me out. And he finally explains to me at this moment why I errored out. But so the whole time I waited in line, didn't get to play, watched them
He offered to let you play.
both die. He did, but I'm not gonna wait another 30 minutes. Or
You didn't know it wasn't like the next like line. Anyway.
It was gonna take like
I
10
thought-
minutes.
I
Like,
wanted
it
to be
took a
honest with
while
you.
For when we got there, it took a while for like the game to start up.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm not gonna wait again for this one to start up.
Honesty doesn't get you anywhere. I shouldn't have been honest.
No, it's fine.
So yeah, you're right. Being there throws us off.
Yeah, it threw us off, like, because we got there and like they had already like they had
I
already
was
announced a lot
so
of Star Wars stuff.
Right. I was there a little bit before you guys, and I barely got in right when the announcements started, and it was still kind of weird. But yeah, just announcements. Did you guys catch it later? Or?
I did not know. I didn't backtrack, so I was able to catch a little bit of Microsoft, which is that same day actually. No,
No, that was Bethesda.
Oh, that was-
So going into the EA one, they show off gameplay of the Jedi Fallen Order,
Yeah.
and looked interesting.
I was kind of not impressed.
I mean, the visuals look kind of like old gen, and
Probably has to do with the engine.
maybe. But Respawn's pretty good, and it was. I mean, to me, they announced it last year, and then it just happened this year that it's coming out. So, I think gameplay-wise, it'll be interesting. And from what I heard after with interviews, they were saying that what they showed at the trailers was more linear than what the game actually is. The game is actually much more open world and
Yeah.
exploratory, which I think should be interesting. But I think fans of Star Wars will flock to it.
I'm in it for the story though.
Yeah, I think they might have an. If Respawn, I don't know if it's anything like Titanfall 2, I think I'd be into it. But outside of that, they had like a bunch of sports games, a new season of Apex. They finally announced it. I think people have been like clamoring for that because it's just not updating as often as like the other battle royales.
Didn't it seem more packed than last year? I felt like it was a bit more packed.
I can't compare it, you know.
I agree. I think it was more packed. I think it was also the way they laid it out. There's that section where we like, holy shit, that's a big spider.
Yeah, the back and forth.
Spider-Man.
Don't let Spider-Man distract you. I hope you're not afraid of spiders because that sucker's staying there. So
Use the plastic.
just don't look. Close your eyes. You never saw him.
What's it called? The area, there was an area by the where the food was being served. That last year there was a much more like seating and tables,
yeah.
and there were not
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And that whole region was blocked off for like I don't know AC or for crew or something.
Like now I'm seeing it back. Like, yeah, it was a linear thing. Like if you wanted to do stuff, you had to walk back through that same area that everyone's walking through. Yeah. So it clumped up specifically where the Apex thing was because that was like a nice picture area and everyone was really like clamoring that area, taking pictures. So it would bottleneck. And
I think the area they wanted people to take photos, people weren't using that giant T-Rex head. People were instead doing it like in front of the line where like it was bottlenecking.
yeah.
I was like,
I'm probably mentioning spiders all day long right now.
yeah. I mean, we'll throw another kink into today's episode.
I
you
mean,
know?
you took a picture of an empty Anthem, which was not supposed to.
Oh yeah, Anthem made some. I feel like they should have just not been there at all.
The thing is, so my understanding is they announced that Anthem wasn't going to be at the event.
So on their YouTube page, they showed a trailer of whatever their new content was.
Yeah, the Cataclysm.
Fuck off, Spider.
Did he just start walking down towards the
got the
camera? You
plastic.
want
He's
to
like-
grab it?
I'm not gonna reach that.
I know, but I mean, if it comes down.
Oh,
Why do you
he's
say if?
coming down.
I want to be part of the podcast. Like,
Hey, I heard there is a podcast in here. You can like walk towards the middle and get out of the view of camera.
That's
you know?
okay.
I'm just worried. Once it gets to that corner, it's either continue on.
Hey, if it
looking
gets
out.
near that fucking camera,
I will take care of it.
I
Don't
will
worry.
end it.
Don't worry.
I mean, I'll kill him. It's not an
That's-
issue of like
that's
getting.
messed up, dude.
It's
He's-
just.
Oh no!
you're going to kill me, huh?
Oh,
What? He's like, where are we dropping, boys?
death. He walked back up again.
You got scared.
You're gonna concentrate on this guy way too long.
Hey, you
So
guys take it
EA
away.
Clumped.
This thing.
How was
So,
it? The pictures?
other than that, EA.
You're so off. Spider's completely messing you up, man.
No, I don't know. They didn't have much else.
I know you guys won't go there again, but I'm probably going to go there.
I'm done. Unless it's like big on something I'm into, like
Star Wars?
KOTOR shows up. Hell yeah, I'm in.
What about the next Star Wars?
No.
No.
What if like they do
It's
announce
just-
games and you're like interested in like let's say 2 big games?
The
that you
thing
find-
is, they debated and again, fucker. There was a kid that came to a person in front of us that was like, "Hey, I had a gameplay reservation," and he's like, "It was just video," and I'm like, "That shit happened to me last year with Anthem."
he's like,
Got
I
him.
waited an hour.
I'm like, what? I don't know what. Like to me, for the weather and how long I'm waiting outside, like the outside part of it is what makes it not appealing. So I don't know. Yeah, as a venue and then as a presentation, I didn't feel like they had a lot to bring to the table. Last year they were like, we have a new EA subscription
even-
service.
Didn't even talk about Apex. That was a secret.
Oh no, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I just
holy
meant though. Last year they talked about a lot when they were in the theater. They talked about like their service and how its origins changing. Indie games were changing, all these things. So, okay, let's move it on. So Microsoft, big one. Yeah, that's right.
yeah, Microsoft.
What did you guys think of Microsoft?
Thing. We were driving.
Yeah, we were driving and so we only saw Suda 51. So Suda 51 was really interesting, really cool. Just kidding.
We did see here. Well, I heard the.
We only caught Cyberpunk. They showed a trailer of it, and then Keanu Reeves comes out, and then that's when we got the event, and we cut it off there. So that's all I saw. But I know that the game announcements they did. I do feel like game release wise, it was. I felt it was weak. Like there wasn't a huge amount of like AAA titles that were being released. That amped you up. You know, it was like Halo. It's such a long-standing franchise at this point. It's just like
To me, the Halo thing was cool. It was just that they advertised it online as gameplay demo,
and there's nothing there.
and it was a cinematic.
Yeah, it's cinematic.
So I feel like
that's a lot of things too. Is a lot of things were letdowns in a sense of like what we thought we would see as opposed to what was mentioned. You know.
There was a game that caught my radar. 12 minutes.
yeah,
The time loop one.
yeah.
That one, I was like sold.
That was interesting. There was a few games that caught my eye, but I think to me the biggest thing, like I was expecting much more detailed information about xCloud, and I feel like that was as broadly talked about as the new Xbox was, which they were just like, it's coming next year, it's going to be huge, and
I wonder if because they announced the PC pass too.
yes, that was to me a cool deal because I set it up last night, $1 right now.
Yeah. For 1 month.
For
First-
just PC, you can get like the both, or you can get the PC one.
Get the Terminator skin too.
Yeah.
My question, which I didn't look into it, is if that Game Pass includes online for PC.
See that I don't think so.
So I need to buy Gold Pass for that stuff. He went behind the little sensor thing. So that's lame then.
Well, I mean it's two different things because like there's a lot of single player games,
I just feel like they should have included.
and
the
it's
price
cheap.
in there.
It's a cheap enough.
So it should have been $10. It should be.
I mean,
5
I'm
and
fine
5.
with
Well,
$1.
actually, I don't know how much.
I think it's
I'll
like
buy
$10.
that for $1.
It's $10 a month.
It's
I know
50 a year.
Yeah, 50 a year.
So I mean that comes down to less than 10 bucks.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm fine with that. But like I'm sure bundles are sold. But like if you just want that, it's there.
I haven't gotten it yet. I don't think I'm gonna get it. The only game I'm interested in is the new Metro game. that
On
they
there.
have on there.
I when I heard the Xbox Master Chief Collection is coming to PC, I wasn't interested because I've missed out on all of those.
Yeah,
so
yeah, me too. But you won't be able to play it online. That's all I'm saying.
I just want the story. All I'm saying.
It's not about the story though.
That's all I'm saying. The other thing, I don't know if this is a trend across most of it, but I think it was Microsoft. A lot of them were cinematic trailers. I think.
Not actual gameplay.
I don't know. Like there was some with maybe it was a different company that was at E3. Someone like I think it might have been. I don't know. Maybe it was Bethesda, but nothing really made me be like, oh hell yeah, Xbox.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And I think that was a ball drop because Sony not being there was the opportunity to do that. I feel like they're setting up for next year to do that, and
I think there's always been a feng shui, and that included Sony in there. So I think what happens is with most EA, like you get hyped up for an event, like specifically, obviously the company that you go for. Like we have Sony or like a PlayStation, so we're going for Sony. And usually each company announces something that's super like, oh shit, I might want to get an Xbox at this point, And the thing is, like, it usually is like there's at least one game for every company that they announce something. You're like, I need to get the system for it, or I'm glad I have this system for it. I don't feel like that happened with Xbox, and obviously like that, like again, it's like boom, boom, boom. So Sony's not there for that, and then it went to what was
Your
that?
mic.
What was that same day? The same day was Ubisoft after.
B3.
Bethesda was the same day as Microsoft.
That's right. I'm like so lost on those days. So yeah, Bethesda, and even with Bethesda, which we attended, it wasn't. I didn't feel like it was anything that amazing for it. Like Doom Eternal isn't anything different than what the game was before. Obviously, story is going to continue on with that, but when it comes to the
Well, I feel like we're getting ahead with the Bethesda stuff. Just
Going back to Xbox, they almost sold me when they announced Elden Ring. I thought it was an Xbox exclusive.
yeah, that was a big.
George
Was
R.
it
Martin-
exclusive?
It's not an exclusive.
See, that's the thing. Like, I'm starting to get the idea that they're like. I heard in a few interviews, Phil Spencer's not like hardware sales are not our success. We want the Xbox franchise on anywhere. So that Game Pass seemed to be a big push for theirs, or xCloud is a big push for theirs. The hardware seems like it's for the enthusiast. And they're offering a variety of the hardware, like stream-only ones or cloud-only ones or the top-of-the-line ones. It's just, I feel like they should have, if they could, I don't know if they could have or not, but like a lot of things they showcased, they didn't go far enough with. Or some of the things they should have showcased, they're waiting on or they're just teasing. And I think the Game Pass was a good one, but it's just a small piece of that. It's like, show all the great games, and they sort of were going for that message. Is like, hey, this game that's coming out, get Game Pass, you got it. Like when that, like I think that was a cool message to be like, the key to most of these indie games are games that you're just kind of curious about. You're like, oh, like 12 minutes, offered on Game Pass, or oh, Battletoads, Game Pass, like it's available there. And I'm like, that's a cool like synergy there, but I don't feel like they went far enough with it. The next thing is Bethesda. You've been bringing up. So why don't you start? What did you think overall of Bethesda?
overall, like we went to the event, so I
Yeah,
think
we did.
It felt really. It was cool. It was fun. There was obviously a ton of free drinks.
Yes, there was.
And they were pouring the liquor. And then even after they had food for everyone, which it was a shitty line system, but they had food.
There was a line.
Shit.
And then the biggest thing was like each area was a different type of food.
Yeah.
And we went into the wrong line.
Yeah,
That's
the
all I'm saying.
venue issue, but yeah, I definitely have very little complaint about the venue.
Yeah.
Announcement wise, what did you think?
Announcement wise, the only thing that I thought was like I am super interested in it was the one with the two assassin rivals, Deathloop, which a fantastic fucking name in the first place, Doom Eternal. I haven't played the Doom series, so
Are you a fan?
You're missing
Or
out,
no?
dude.
Okay.
not really. I
Missing
mean,
out, man.
the only one I've ever played is like the classic Doom.
Yeah.
Then
So
it's totally different. Totally different.
It's like high octane, but yeah, if it's not your thing, that's fine.
they didn't announce anything like what the game that you were looking forward to. that they didn't announce. The
Dishonored?
Yeah, Dishonored.
I was just thinking, like, if Arcane was going to be there, I thought that would be, but I wasn't disappointed with that they did Deathloop instead.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, this is a good exchange for me. But I have a gripe that, like, while they, like, that was one where it's like they showed too much cinematic. I wanted to see, like, what is the game, even if it's a small bit of it.
That's true.
Like, it was too vague for me to be like, I don't know. Same with the Ghost Tokyo one.
Ghostwire.
Ghostwire Tokyo. Like, it's a cool concept. I just don't know how that translates to a game.
I just want to rewind.
Yeah.
Bethesda, their video thing in the beginning, always cool. Where you see like the people working on it.
Oh, yeah, I like those.
Always cool.
I like
they've
those.
always killed it.
I think last year they talked about, like, their families and how they, like,
I
bring
think
it
that was
in.
2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years. Okay.
We had Fallout. I don't know if this was something that was announced before all this stuff, but yeah, they dropped essentially Battle Royale for Fallout.
And a bunch of other content. Like,
Yeah.
the thing that was, like, I think I've heard this on the internet, like, people were cheering that NPCs were coming back to Fallout. It's like, that shouldn't be something that we have to, like, get taken away to be brought back. That was something that was in the games.
Yeah, in the previous games, with this one, they that was the biggest thing is they were like, the game will not have NPCs. You are going to be the players in this game. You
That
will be.
didn't-
And everyone was like, "What? No, we're here for the stories that you put in these games.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
And that was the biggest complaint. And so they were like, "Oh, we fucked up. NPCs are coming back." Everyone's like, "Fuck yeah!" And everyone's drunk, so it sounds like everyone's
Yeah.
amazed by it. But later in the day, they're like, "Wait a minute, they fucked us over."
Yeah, I think there was too much time spent on Fallout and too much time spent on the spin-off Elder Scrolls world. Like,
Yeah.
they spent a lot of time, and I guess there's a fan base for it, but I feel like that should be, like, its own thing. Like,
I don't feel like Elder Scrolls was that long. I do feel like
well,
Fallout
no,
had
they were
quite a few
they did like
announcements.
that trailer where it's like, oh, if you got this content, this next expansion's coming out.
To
and
be
it's got, like-
continued.
and we got like 3 other contents for it, and I was like,
Oh, that's true.
okay. And then there was like Elder Scrolls Blades, and then there was like Elder Scrolls something else. I was like, fuck, how much?
Hey, but no mention about the new Elder Scrolls. Though, so.
Yeah. And then the mobile, I was like, Commander Keen thing, I thought was really weird.
I think it was Warrior64 who tweeted out like, "Commander Keen deserves better."
I don't know. I get what they're trying to go for, but I just wasn't
Yeah.
I think Nakamura killed E3 though. Queen of E3.
Oh yeah, she was great.
Her energy.
Yeah, that was good, like, presentation and on-screen presence. Better than a lot. Like, some of the other guys, you could tell they were having fun and they were like, "Oh, I'm giddy" and stuff. But like, it wasn't. I don't know, translating well.
Yeah.
They
The other one
showcased
that worked for.
Wolfenstein.
Yeah, I was really hyped about that.
What's crazy? Okay, so they showcased Wolfenstein and Doom. I don't think I'm gonna pick those games up in full price, dude.
Come on.
I'm just gonna wait
Okay.
until they're like $30 and snag them.
On Switch or?
Oh no. I need the trophies. Dude.
Oh, okay.
How about them?
We'll see about Wolfenstein because I still got to play the second one to get the story. So maybe by the time it's like on a sale, I'll be ready. But Doom, I'm picking up.
It's on sale now.
No, I have new claw. Oh, wait. Oh, what? Which one?
New Colossus.
I have it already. I'm saying I need to play it. Oh, yeah. Doom, though, I'm playing right when it comes out. I've been frothing at the mouth for more Doom. So that one I'm hyped for. What did you think of the presentation as a whole?
It was dope. I would go again. Like going there live was really fucking cool. And my one regret is leaving early because all the developers that spoke were chilling. Like we bumped into the Deathloop guys.
Yeah.
Shinji Mikami I was in the same building as this dude, and he was there at the event.
Chilling at the end.
And it's Sunday night, too. That's kind of hard.
Yeah, I'm staying next year.
Okay.
F all y'all. I'm staying, dude.
Okay. What did you think of the actual announcements?
I mean, I'm excited. Actually, you guys frowned upon Fallout 76. They almost got me because I'm a fan of Battle Royale. They almost got me, dude. They almost got me.
Why,
The thing
why
is, I
haven't
feel
they
like to make that like hit home more, some element of this game should have gone free to play, to like hook people in.
Well, didn't
because
they say it's free to play until?
They
for
said
a
there's
week?
like a weekend that it's going to be like
Which
available.
I think it starts today.
But I feel like, I don't know, just noticing the trend with these battle royales or just games that aren't doing well, there's a period of where it's like discounted heavily or free to play. I don't know. I feel like although there isn't many expansions, there is a barrier of entry to like
Yeah.
if you want to be like, oh, I'll come in now. It's a good time, but I don't know. Any more thoughts on Bethesda?
Would go again for sure.
Yeah, I'd go again.
Easy mode.
What else did they announce? So there's Wolfenstein,
Doom.
Doom, Elder Scrolls. There was
Or more Elder Scrolls Online, yeah.
there's the Deathloop, and then there was the
Ghost.
Ghostwire.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
covered
wasn't-
everything.
Yeah,
It wasn't huge, but it wasn't like small.
Yeah, I wanted like again. I've been hoping for like a new IP, and we got Ghostwire, but again, no gameplay on that one, so
Oh,
wasn't too like hyped up for it yet. But I think the presenter did really well for that one.
next up was Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
What did you guys think of Ubisoft?
So, I really like the Legion. The what was it
Oh,
called?
Watch Dogs?
Yeah, Watch Dogs Legions. The
Granny.
whole grandma thing. She killed it. But
Literally.
it's probably something I'm still not gonna get. Like they've dropped.
Have
the
you
ball
played
on
Watch Dogs
both.
before?
I've not. No.
Oh,
But I know like the first one did terrible.
Second one did good.
Yeah, second one people were saying like, dude, it's a lot better. But like I was like, I don't really want to get into it at this point.
I think it's a cool idea. I'm really curious how it's going to play out because it's supposed to be like they were talking afterwards about how if you want to recruit someone or just an NPC, they have a life, and you could be like, all right, I'm going to like something's going to happen to their partner, pass away, and they're grieving. I'm going to like do something to start influencing their life and like maybe help them cope and stuff. And over time, they'll slowly start getting in a place where they're more susceptible to being recruited. And because of my intervention or hacking, like I could set it up where the company that hasn't been paying for like bills, certain things for reparations or something, hack into their systems to give them full bank. And that could somehow get this person recruited. And it's like, this is one NPC. There's like how many other NPCs that they could do this
We're
for?
recruiting for Scientology. Very cool.
What? Yeah, but like I think that's a ambitious development design. I don't know how it's gonna play out. I hope it doesn't have any issues or anything, or not limited. But it
Yeah.
doesn't sound like it does. So we'll see.
That usually happens a lot with first views of games. They look really cool, and then
Anthem.
Yeah.
What else do you guys think?
The Breath of the Wild clone looks. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, God and Monsters.
Yeah,
That looks.
it's from the Assassin's Creed Odyssey team.
I'm
Hold on,
interested.
we got
I
some
mean-
static. The spider.
Speeder man.
Let me know when it's over. I don't think the wires are too much.
You were good. Gods and Monsters. Assassin's Creed Odyssey team. Breath of the Wild style game.
So
Supposed to be coming out next year. How? I don't know.
we got another visitor here on here.
That guy was over there. I don't mind him.
Gotcha. But yeah, like Jason Schreier had mentioned that it was like, dude, Assassin's Creed Odyssey / Breath of the Wild. He's like, I'm totally for it. And I mean, it doesn't mean that he knows what the game's gonna be like, but
Yeah.
if that's any indication,
Well, they
of
said
what it will.
they kind of showcased it that way too.
Well, it was only one video, wasn't it?
Yeah,
of,
I mean-
of just. A
But I mean, it had
cinematic.
that open world sort of.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't know what the game like it plays.
Right,
like,
right,
stuff
right.
like that. Yeah, so it could feel completely different because of the game.
Sure.
So that's what I'm saying.
We know the team involved. That's why I was like trying to gauge it. Like, okay, that's what I can expect
Yeah.
RPG wise, but we'll see. Was there any other games that caught you guys' attention? You guys thought was interesting?
For Ubisoft,
They
they
showed-
mentioned more. They mentioned stuff for Division 2, no? Or
Yeah, some new content coming. They mentioned For Honor is getting a whole new like mode and
that's
and,
right.
and event.
That's right. Yeah.
Ghost Recon Wildlands got some more
Oh
info.
yeah, the Wildlands.
John Berthenol showed up
Yeah, so that one's one I'm interested. I might
With his
pick it
dog.
up,
with his dog.
Good boy.
which had nothing to do with the game itself.
Hey,
But yeah, he was a very good dog.
Oh, they show. Oh, okay. I do
What else is
remember
there?
a Splinter Cell, but it was a mobile game.
so it's like there's a mobile game coming, and Splinter Cell was shown in it. It wasn't like just him, and I was like, man, that's a stupid tease.
Do you not have phones?
What else? There was a new show they're announcing. Did you guys see that?
For
Apple Plus TV. It's Mac from Always Sunny in Philadelphia,
oh, that's right.
and it's the Always Sunny team creating it, and it's about he's a creative game director at like they made a fake game called Mythical Quest, and it's like
huge.
it's like Fortnite in this fictional
Fucking
world.
Blizzard. Or World of Warcraft.
Yeah, or either. But it's just showing like, oh, this shattered all metrics, and like this is the creative visionary, and he's egotistical.
Yeah.
And like Abed is an actor that's in it, but it looked interesting. I was kind of bummed it was just like only on Apple Plus, but I was kind of interested in that.
I'm sure it'll come out. Like they'll realize.
Yeah.
Like, we need more views. And here it's on Hulu now. But yeah,
I didn't see much else.
Yeah, I can't remember any other games that they announced in that one.
Yeah. Overall show, what'd you guys think?
It was
Yeah.
Then
it was Square Enix.
I was driving home
Yeah.
and I was like, I know they're gonna fucking show Final Fantasy. It's gonna be the first fucking thing that they're gonna show. So I literally, I get in my car from work, turn on YouTube Square Enix presentation,
Yep.
start driving, and they're like, "Here's Final Fantasy." I was like, "Fucking
Wait,
knew
it
it."
worked for you on YouTube? It was not starting, and people were like, "Go to Twitch."
It was
And so
working
I
for
went
me
to-
on
I think I
YouTube.
might have switched to Twitch.
I had all the set reminders on, and it just started working for me. So, yeah.
I think I might have switched to Switch, but I didn't do it while I was driving. Like while I was driving, I was just listening to it, and yeah, I was like, that one I did go back like when it was over, and I watched the gameplay, and it looks good. And people are saying that the game feels good.
There's the battle mechanics are different. It's not that turn based like back
It's
and
not the
forth.
turn-based,
It's
yeah.
like I can control this. Is Final Fantasy 15 like this?
Yeah, the more newer games are. Well, you mean
Well,
like 15 is the
Is the boy band one? I don't know if you
yes,
played
it
that
is,
one.
Yeah, yeah. It's weird because like I don't know.
Because you could switch off between people, and then you could freeze time, and then give actions. and
Exactly. But what's funny is like it's still turn-based in a sense of like if an enemy is about to attack you,
You can
it's-
freeze time.
It's still gonna hit you.
Oh, okay.
Like physical attacks. I think there are special like attacks that like hit a certain area where you can move out of the way.
Okay.
But if it's just like a swing, if you're fucking on the other side of the map, it'll still gonna hit you.
Stuff. Oh,
So
it seemed much more dynamic, and that kind of
Yeah.
like I've always growing up JRPGs, despite my love for Pokemon, which breaks this is like the exception. JRPGs always deterred me for a long period of time. I was man, it's so slow and this and that, and it's always interesting seeing different ways they evolve. And this one seems like it evolved in an interesting way.
I think
in terms
this
of
new
that.
mechanic it's very enticing in the beginning because it's like you're learning the mechanic as it's happening, but then eventually like it becomes fast paced the way like a regular JRPG happens towards the end of the game where you have all these abilities,
Combo it up.
Yeah, you can combo stuff up.
But I think even more so, just because of how quickly you can switch out. Like you could just be like, I'm going to stick as whatever Cloud and let
Yeah.
the AI take over for the other
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
Or I could just be like, Cloud is about to do an ult. Switch to this guy. Ult. Switch to this guy. Buff.
And
Switch
what
to
I
this guy.
love
It's like-
is they were announcing like they were saying that they're showcasing they're allowing for two different types of people because you can pause the game,
Yeah.
be meticulous and do all
Yeah,
these different
yeah.
things, or he's like if you're fast paced, you can literally set quick keys and be like boom, and like in it
Yeah.
hit R1 and you bind it to like a certain ability,
Yeah.
and you're just like spamming all these abilities or doing all this stuff right off the fly, which I think is really fun.
I like how he's like, "So are we gonna see Tifa soon?" And no, Tifa, and he's like, "Soon."
People lost their shit for that. The only thing though is like they're like this is only up to Midgar, and I'm like, what? Like, how many games are you gonna milk out of this one game?
Yeah, because
$60.
I can see it.
Yeah, that too.
If what they're doing with this one is up to Midgard, I can see at least three copies.
At least.
Yeah,
I'll wait for the definitive.
I'll see
Saving
you
Private Ryan.
which sucks, dude. Like that means that if you're waiting,
milking
you're
it.
waiting for a long
The
time.
thing is, like, I've played Final Fantasy VII. I know how it is, and I don't think it's hyped up. To me, it's not this. It's more this. So I can wait.
Yeah, like like I was talking about, like the Star Wars. I'm buying that game for the story, not for like the way the game will probably play. But this one, like, it's the opposite. I know the story,
But it sounds like they're expanding on a lot of things that weren't originally.
yeah, they'll add on to it, like or clarify things, that we didn't know. But this is definitely, I'm buying it for the gameplay, like the style, the upgraded graphics.
You guys have played the first one. Okay, damn. I was gonna spoil some. It's the Fight Club of Final Fantasies. So there's a twist that happens. It's the Fight Club of Final Fantasies.
The whole story, or the portion
when you find out the twist. I mean, you've seen other games like Crisis Core. Like, you can kind of put two and two together. Like,
well,
okay,
if you don't know,
right? If you don't know, then you don't know. You're in actually.
You've seen Fight Club, where when you see the twist, everything that happened before it completely changes for you. Yeah. So it's exactly what this game is.
Is Tifa Cloud?
Well, we're not going to spoil it for you, but yeah, she's a male.
Horny?
But yeah, like, that's definitely a game I'm buying because of, like, the updated work on it. Like, it looks amazing. And again, like, I sit on the Switch and I'll look at, like, the store and I'm like, I need a JRPG. Like, I need to get.
No, yeah, it's definitely like an itch you want.
Yeah. And I almost bought Final Fantasy VII again on the Switch because it's on sale for $7, I think. But I ended up buying Final Fantasy IX, which is a game I actually haven't played. So I was like, I might as well play a new game.
Okay.
So.
And they announced, like, the price points, 60 and then 80 and then that collector's edition.
Man, is this like a new resurgence of collector's editions?
Death Stranding's lucky they got first. Well, I mean,
they knew. He probably knew.
I wouldn't have bought the Final Fantasy one.
Hey, the character design and the bike there. Yeah. But isn't that one of the more expensive ones, or is it $200 still?
No, Final Fantasy is $330.
It was one of
not actual gameplay.
Yeah. I might
Catch
as
us
well
on
buy a
Twitch.
PlayStation 5.
Or 2 Switches. Other games. What did you guys think of this show?
They announced something for Kingdom Hearts, I think.
Kingdom Hearts DLC.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for that.
That looks cool.
I like it because it's like Minecraft, but it's with quests. I feel like it gives me an objective. I feel like Minecraft is too broad for me, where I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it's just on me, and that's daunting. I like it where it's like, make this. I'm like, all right, I can do that.
I don't know. For me, it's that big of a game with, like, that graphical style. It's just not my thing. So, like,
have you played regular Dragon Quest games?
Yes.
Do you enjoy them?
Yes, because
Have you played them?
the regular ones are like JRPGs essentially. Yeah.
I don't. They're all right.
But you've played them?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all right.
Yeah,
the
they're
latest one seemed interesting to me. I've never played a standard a serial whatever the main series is.
Yeah.
I played Slime on DS,
That's a good
which was a weird offshoot, and then I'm interested. I played Dragon Quest Builders, which is an offshoot.
Same thing. I played,
But I've never played any of them. And 11S something like longest game title ever.
One thing I like about Dragon Quest, though, is they use Akira Toriyama designs. The
Yeah.
Dragon Ball guy.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
It's so
I was like, wait, is this the same universe? When I was a little kid, I was like, I don't understand. They announced a bunch of like collections and remakes. Like Contra gets a collection.
Oh, that's
Legend of Mana
Yeah, which it's $40 and you get 3 games. You get Final Fantasy
collection. But there's also a new one, like a new.
They're rebooting the last game, so you get
okay.
Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy. You get something Mana, and then
Yeah.
Trials of Mana.
Yeah.
And Trials of Mana is the one that's
Wait, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles?
No.
Oh, that was another one.
That's
That's
mobile. It came out for mobile, or they announced a mobile version.
It's in a Switch version though, coming up.
Or maybe both.
Didn't they announce one a game that is essentially the way that Tactics is?
That wasn't them.
But I know it wasn't Tactics, but it's it wasn't Square Enix?
No,
Oh, never mind then. Scratch that.
You just opened a wound.
You're welcome.
it wasn't.
More drinks.
But yeah, they could have.
They fucking remaster every goddamn game.
I know.
They won't remaster.
If that's a remaster,
fucking.
that'd be so good, dude. That'd be.
I'll take a goddamn port.
No,
I'll take.
I want to remaster at this point. Now that we mentioned it, I'm gonna get a remaster.
That was the one thing that pissed me off. I'm like, you're 1,800 mobile games.
You brought Contra. You brought fucking.
I don't give a goddamn second of tactics. Anyway, what else? They did there was this third person kind of like game with superpowers and some shit.
Oh,
I
forget what it was called.
You know what it's
Avengers.
No. It was a thing. It was an actual thing. It was like a Norwegian team is working on it. It's like a new IP.
Wow, I completely.
It was weird. I don't know. It was kind of interesting, but I didn't see. It was again cinematic, no
Yeah.
gameplay. I was like, all right, well, I don't know what the fuck this is.
I don't remember.
They did a bunch of mobile games, which I was like, whatever. And then, yeah, I guess the only other memorable thing was Avengers.
Avengers and like, I mean, hype for the announcement and stuff like that. What they were saying, they're like, the guys seem very passionate, but then people were talking about gameplay, and they're like, every character plays nearly the same.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, there's almost no differentiation between the
Really?
heroes. Yeah.
How?
I'm assuming they did it for balance. Like it. Like,
I know. I get. I'm saying like, how is that possible? Like, how does the Hulk and how does Iron Man play the same?
They might both have a smash type ability, you know, and it's just
That's
one
fine.
slams his shield, one slams his. But like
I'm fine with that.
When-
Destiny, they're all the same.
the way they were describing it seems like they like imagine like 4 abilities, and each one is a very similar with across all 4 of them.
All right,
Okay,
number
because Ultimate Alliance is
Hey.
superior. The superior one's
we
coming
go.
out.
So this is a thing. Everyone's trying to take this mantle that Bungie has
Horny.
as a massive multiplayer games as a service type game.
Yeah.
They just every one of them just keeps failing at it. Division's gotten close. If anyone's gotten close, it's them. But everyone tries to keep reinventing the wheel.
This wasn't on E3, but they want to do a subscription based.
For what? For the Avengers?
Squaresoft.
Oh yeah, Square.
Oh,
they announced
like for Square.
Yeah, they were like, hey, we have games for that Microsoft Game Pass is going to have.
That was the other thing. Ubisoft, I forgot to say, they're doing
Oh, yeah,
a
that's
subscription
right.
service, like 100 of games, but it's also like if you have that, it can work on your Stadia. So I was like, that could work because if let's say you're using Stadia for free and not the pro version, and you have the Ubi whatever service,
So you have all
there's
the
100 games
Yeah.
on any platform. I think that's a good pairing.
Yeah.
Like smart on Ubisoft's part. Anyway, going back to Square Enix, is their service similar where it's like all their games?
They're thinking about it.
So yeah, the guy just said like, hey, we have games that we're allowing Microsoft Game Pass to have.
Okay.
He's like, we're interested in looking
Our
into
own.
this, the streaming service business or whatever. So it was just an announcement like that. There's nothing in the works.
Problem is they don't know where some of the old games are at.
Yeah, like Tactics.
Imagine that's the only
Imagine-
reason
yo,
why.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna bring out Tactics 2, just to fuck with you.
The Game Boy
That's
Advance
fine.
one?
Shitty one.
Oh. What if it's a remake though, and they make it better?
No, it's shitty.
They
The
just add, like,
judges
little
and the
tweaks and
rules.
How much can...
Tactics 2 sucks. Come at me, bro.
I'll buy it, but
I won't. I won't.
But I won't be happy about
I
it.
won't.
it'll be like... yeah, the Avengers thing, for me, it wasn't like everyone keeps been like for that I've been seeing online complaining that it's like where's Hawkeye, where's the cast of the movie? They keep comparing to the movies. I'm like, listen,
It's not
like,
even.
It's not like you got to like that's not the only version
Yeah, isn't in this one Captain America dies, right?
allegedly.
Yeah.
But even then, like just the look of some of the characters is different. Hank Pym was in it, and he's very different. And I was like, that's interesting. But I think what is hard about the approach they took is that so much of it mirrors. We just saw Avengers Endgame very recently, so it's on everyone's mind. So like that comparison is there, and I feel like the roster they show wasn't different enough in many ways to be thought of as different.
Yeah.
Like if they showed even like one or two other Avengers characters that aren't your standard ones that you've seen in the movies, like some of the more obscure ones,
Like Ant-Man. Oh,
Beast.
wait, he's in there.
She-Hulk,
Wonder Man.
yeah, Wonder Man, any of those.
Shazam.
No,
Oh. Just kidding.
but it's okay. Yeah, I don't know. That was my main gripe, and I think that was another one where they advertised gameplay and it wasn't
Not
gameplay.
actual gameplay.
Yeah, not actual gameplay. Running theme going on this year.
I think it's time to bust out that channel.
It's time to bust out the best presentation, Nintendo.
Final Fantasy
Woo! Ooh. Before going in, I said they had the best ammo.
Nintendo. And this time, did they do it live? I actually didn't watch
No.
Nintendo's. Okay, it was still
Did
like
you watch any of it?
No. But so
Not actual gameplay.
not actual watching. Dude.
Nintendo was another
killed it.
direct.
They fucking killed it.
Dude, the Bowser thing where they introduced Doug Bowser
And
was
Bowser.
funny. He's like,
He's like, fuck off, dude. Is that?
But yeah, games. What do you guys think?
Wait, before that,
Okay.
personality-wise, Reggie versus Bowser, how'd you feel? Yeah. Reggie's
Reggie's got years. He's got. I need to see those cringy cinematics where it's
Play
like
the game. Play the game.
He's got big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the show? Announcements. Anything that caught your eye?
I was mad.
Huh?
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Don't. I mean, I understand the delay, but don't promise something and you can't promise it.
I mean, that happens all the time.
I mean, but usually,
feel
like
like-
when they say 2019, like usually,
Yeah,
they will
that's
say
the one thing I hate is like they're
2019.
vague about it. They're like 2019, so like, all right, you could push it all the way back to fucking December 31st, 2019.
That's happened a lot. Like I don't know.
a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
Name
Metroid,
3 examples.
Red Dead.
Metroid is a
Mass
They
Effect.
didn't say 20. They didn't say a year.
I'm just saying games have been delayed.
They have been delayed, but don't say a year and then not promise
Okay.
that year.
Metroid didn't say year. I mean, I can't say right now, but I could
Like
definitely
I
tell you.
think of it as a business standpoint. Like if I'm
It's
working on
shitty.
something
Yeah.
and I say like, okay, it's gonna be, and it's not even a specific.
God
date,
of
it's
War
a
was
year.
another one.
But I think this is an issue that's been brought up. It's not that they need to announce something. It's like corporation wise, like shareholders, like they're like, we need something. You know, it's like, all right,
Tease it.
we gotta announce a date, you know? And that's why stuff always gets pushed back because like they announced it so that
Zelda.
yeah, people get hyped and then they're like, sorry guys, like we're trying so hard to meet this, thing. And at least with these guys, they're like, we don't want to overwork our workers. I'm like,
My
I'm
gripe with
down
it
to work.
was they did it for Metroid. They should have done this maybe before their direct, but
yeah, I think with
they showed
I just
gameplay.
I think
don't
about
know.
Valve's thing. Like, if you say something, like that's poor planning on your part. Like, if there's a deadline, you have to make sure. Okay, that's the deadline. We planned it this way, and it's gonna be worked on. And
yeah, but
I don't. But
this
the thing
an
is,
issue
like,
within the game industry, it's already been talked about. Like, it's not.
if they say a date, that's a public thing that they've done, and I agree that it doesn't look good when they break it. But I would much rather they break it and work regular hours than to make it happen knowing that they like.
they should have just said 2020.
I mean, but it's hard to know that. Like when you're working on a long term thing, you don't like things get out of reach. It's hard. I like. I don't know. It's an ongoing thing. It's not new, but it sucks.
don't say a date.
Okay. What else did you think? Did you see? What did you think of the gameplay that they showed for Animal Crossing?
Interesting.
I didn't
It was
even
cool.
see it.
It's interesting. It's. I don't know. There's more players, multiplayer. Like I think you could put 8 people in. I think that's kind of cool.
Up from the 4?
I don't know. I think it's the same, but I'm down for it. The gameplay is so good. Like I don't care. I'm down. The gameplay, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Seasons.
Yeah, I'm curious what like they'll really like, how extensive it'll be, how large of a maybe.
What if they do cool shit that like whatchamacallit has the what's the game that competes
Stardew?
with it? Yeah, Stardew Valley.
Harvest Moon?
No, Stardew Valley.
Oh, okay. Other games.
Smash Bros.
Oh yeah.
We got
started.
we
it
got
off with
2 characters.
We had
Dragon
I
Quest?
was gonna say Dragon Ball Z, a Dragon Quest character, and then some like weird bear thing.
That was the banjo one was fucking good. The way they did that was trollish. It was fucking good.
I saw that because it was a GIF by someone, and I thought like someone did that on purpose.
Oh.
Like, I didn't think it was Nintendo, but yeah, it shows like the dog and the duck, and then it comes back, and it's like, oh shit, it is Banjo-Kazooie. I also saw where like they're slamming, like he uses
The
the bird
bird?
to slam, and he's like, "Where's PETA?" But yeah, that's exciting stuff. I'm just worried. Like I'm not worried. Like it's gonna be fun. Like I think I bought the DLC thing, so I should.
I think it
get
just shows like that was Xbox being like, good job.
Phil said it too. He was like, dude, this was a no-brainer for allowing Banjo-Kazooie.
I think that's cool.
What about Gooigi?
I don't know. I've never played Luigi's Mansion.
It's cool.
I want to play this Luigi's Mansion.
It's good. It's not great, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It was my Ghostbusters game before the Ghostbusters game. So
And I think the fun little mini games they've added on look cool. Like bunch of group like trying to get as many ghosts as possible, all this other stuff. The co-op is kind of cool.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of new games. Damon Machinima.
Oh yeah.
They showed more of that.
Damon X Machinima.
Yeah, that one. I mean, it's mech games.
Yeah.
I'm in for it.
Astral Chain. Platinum
So,
games.
I the creative is the guy behind Nier Automata or Automata, whatever you want to say it. I'm very intrigued. I want to know how the story is. If it's like as like
Weird.
or even just like it broaches subjects.
Yeah.
The way Nier Automata broached certain subjects about like existentialism and philosophy in a different way. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But gameplay is like okay.
And then I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping for 1 and 2 being ported.
No More Heroes.
Yeah.
Right.
No More Heroes
No
3.
More Heroes 3.
So this is the brand new game going onto the Switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suda 51. He's like Kojima. Doesn't make very good games, but they're just so out there. Like, dude, I fucking love them. I fucking love them, dude. They're just his ideas are so fucking crazy.
I mean, after seeing that like whole interview with him or whatever that we thought was a Microsoft thing, I liked him even more. Like
Cool.
he's a cool guy.
Personality.
Yeah.
There was a couple other games. There was
Fire Emblem.
the Fire Emblem game coming out this summer.
Is that the one that was that they announced as like a turn-based or like
It's the same Fire Emblem, but
Yeah.
okay, never mind.
But the thing is, there's like a school element to it now.
Yeah.
Sort of like Valkyria Chronicles, where it's like these people grew up in schools that kind of evoke like a Hogwarts like
Yeah.
to them, but then they've grown up and now they're in charge of kingdoms and all this stuff. I think there's, I mean, the 3DS Fire Emblem games are fucking like top notch. So I'm excited for this one. It's like the first one like solid on the Switch.
Yeah.
Mario Maker's coming out very soon.
oh, Link's Awakening.
Oh,
They showed.
the real date. They showed date
Yes.
September.
Kind
Which
of
is
want
gonna
the
get
physical.
pushed back.
So I've been buying digital. Kind of want the physical, like that collector's edition.
Which collector's
The
edition?
one with all the extra shit, the most expensive one.
Well, there's two. There's a UK version and there's
Oh,
an America
the
one.
American version.
Wait, the
No,
UK
dude,
version?
no?
UK one is like way
It
better.
has the original Game Boy in it.
So it's a
that's the one,
steelbook.
the-
Yeah,
oh, this- yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
UK
That's
it's like the
one.
Game Boy steelbook.
That's the
but
one.
it's not announced for the US.
It's no. They said this is the UK one. This is the US one.
Amazon.uk.
I'm moving.
I hope.
Easy.
I can't do this podcast anymore. I'm moving.
Okay. Good day.
Good day, mate.
Link's Awakening.
I'm hyped for that. That'll be fun. It was weird. They showed like this Mario Maker style like dungeon making thing,
Oh, for Link's Awakening? Yeah, you essentially you build your own dungeons.
and can you share them?
I'm
or-
assuming that's
I
gonna be
hope.
the case.
That'd be cool. Cadence of Hyrule came out literally like now. It was shown there.
It's
So
a
it was
good
kinda
game.
cool.
If you like music, I recommend it. If you're curious about it and don't want to buy into it, I mean, by the time you listen to this, the sale's probably gone. But
The other one's like $2
yeah, Cadence
of Necromancer.
of Necromancer is that one's
I
$4.
feel like people will get turned off by it because I feel like Hyrule's easier than that. Like they'll play and be like, this game's
But
fucking
is it
hard.
worth $24 though?
No.
There you go. Problem solved.
But if you tell them to buy that first and they play it, and they're gonna get turned off by it.
If you tell them to buy a $24 game and they hate it, they're gonna be pissed.
That's true. That's true too. Watch gameplay and see, decide for yourself.
What other games? I wrote some down earlier.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance is
Yeah, the third one. So what I loved about it was, I don't know when it was able to get locked in, but they have like a season pass where Marvel Knights are getting added, X-Men and Fantastic Four, and I mean Wolverine's on the cover, but like getting I remember when these games first started, it wasn't Ultimate Alliance, it was X-Men Legends.
Yes.
I still have my X-Men Legends 2, and that game was the shit.
cool.
I love that kind of co-op game. And so I love what they're going to do with this. I think this is going to be the shit. I actually can't. I can pull it up.
Yeah, because I remember
Which characters are going to use Ultimate Alliance?
Ooh. I could see myself using Cyclops, if that's available. Hulk.
Dark Phoenix for me.
Daredevil.
Really?
Oh, Daredevil. Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
My Name is Pedro's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crash Team Racing.
Nope.
Bloodstained.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
not.
That comes out very soon. 25th of this month. Spyro.
Nope.
Dragon Quest. Oh, Pokemon Sword and Shield.
No, still no date though, right?
No, that one has a date. November 15th. They announced it at
That's
the
right.
last direct.
That's right.
I'm hyped about Pokemon Shield, Sword and Shield. They're introducing another element
So
of
you're getting
it.
Shield then? Because you said Pokemon Shield first. I'm worried.
Not,
now.
which version are you getting?
Shield.
Okay, I'll get Sword.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Settled.
Yeah. Yeah, it has mechanics in it that kind of are like from Go, where it's like, oh, there's a raid where it's a giant Pokemon,
Yeah,
and
Dino-
you can
Dino mode or
multiplayer at them. I'm like, that's
And we
interesting.
can capture that.
Yeah,
Which I have no clue how that works as a Pokemon for you.
yeah. I mean, I don't
If
know.
it's just a regular version when you catch it.
Well, so that whole Dynamax thing that they've discussed is a feature that'll be available in just battling.
Yeah.
And what it is it'll be super boosted and all its stats will go up, but it's temporary. So it's like 3 turns or 2 turns. That specific Pokemon will go up and it'll just like.
But in the raid, it'll let that Pokemon stays like that.
Well, the one you're fighting, but I'm just saying in a back and forth like a tournament battle, if let's say you use yours, that could give you an early lead, but
Yeah.
then you could
Yeah,
suck
they
later on.
have it, yeah.
Or if they time it at the same time as yours, then it's like, oh shit, like
X Factor.
yeah, it's interesting. I think it's an interesting mechanic that there's a lot of potential for. They introduced, I thought it was kind of soon, but whatever. Mario Sonic Tokyo 2020 Olympics.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm not against it. It was just the games they included were kind of funny. It was
Yeah.
like Mario Party, but it was like, here's skating, here's some like, weird stuff. But I'm like, all right, cool. Luigi's Mansion, you mentioned. Resident Evil, more remakes.
Oh, yeah.
5 and 6, baby. Let's go. The best ones. Number 5. I mean, you guys can hate all you want.
you got
That's the
your
best
It's
one.
good. It's not the best.
I mean, it's the best.
6 is horrible.
6, I'm not defending at all. 5 though.
6 is so bad.
Chris Redfield. Punch
I
him.
played 6 once and I stopped playing. I bought the expensive collector's edition.
Ooh. Witcher 3 is coming to Switch.
Man, dude.
Yeah,
Graphics.
that's the only gripe I like.
Turned to
Afterwards,
0.
we found out the frame rates and the resolution is shit. So
Yeah.
I think that's one I'm like, I want it, but I need to see someone switch and
I
see
feel
how
like
it plays.
I feel like that the way that the like talking for that game went was like Nintendo's like please, and they're like no, it's just not gonna work. We'll pay you, please.
They apparently got the same studio to port it as the studio that brought Mortal Kombat 11 to the Switch.
Oh.
Which it runs well, but that one has been very scrutinized for like how the environment looks.
Yeah.
Like it looks like dog shit.
Yeah.
Like PS2 compared to what we were getting on the other consoles.
See, but that's stuff like that's sacrifices you make. Like people are focused on your character while
Sure.
they're fighting, so like they're like.
But
they're
I'm
not really
curious how
gonna
that's
take
going to play out in Witcher, where there's a lot more going on. Like it's like if they were to say Monster Hunter World's coming to Switch.
It's kind of off tangent, but Resident Evil 4, there's some frame rate issues.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dauntless, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be fucking bad, dude.
Fucking badass.
But Witcher 3, that's a game I need to play, and I'd rather play for the PS4. Trophies.
Okay.
Yeah, trophies. I mean that alone. On top of that, the graphics too. So
Untitled Goose Game got put out. They set a date, but it's still the same year. So you still got him. Quack quack.
quack quack.
Final Fantasy VIII got mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
It's a remastered, and it still looks terrible as shit. So I'm not gonna pick it up.
Minecraft Dungeons got mentioned at Xbox. It got mentioned here again. That's like Diablo meets Minecraft.
Yeah, it's literally like Minecraft, and then they made like a quest thing going on with it.
Yeah. There's a bunch of other little ones.
Yeah, like,
Like-
Zelda.
Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild 2, bitches.
And that again was also just cinematics, but it doesn't.
I don't give a fuck.
Because the guy stated like it's still the same Hyrule, like it's the Breath of the Wild Hyrule. that you're
So
doing.
I've been seeing people's theories, and based on screens and everything, the way it makes it look is we never actually saw Ganon his body.
Yeah.
We just saw this like embodiment,
Mutated, yeah.
mutated in Breath of the Wild, and so this is his body like corpsed out and reawakened by a potential like energy or something.
Yeah.
But then like after Ganon's awakened, it looked like that spirit thing goes to Link, and maybe it's like a new ability.
I think that this game has 2-player co-op, and you can do some crazy tag team shit.
That'd be interesting.
I think Jason Schreier asked
They said we can't tell you.
if well no, the guy's like, what did he say? Did he say we can't?
He's like, I can't say anything.
But he's like, can you play as Zelda? And then like,
But he also did say, it's like, I don't understand why people are getting that vibe. He's like, well, you show the trailer, and after the way things Breath of the Wild left off, they're going along side by side in adventure, and so it leaves room to think, and it's something people have been wanting for a
Yeah.
while. It's been brought up before, and so I'm just inclined to ask, and that's what he asked, and he's like, they can't say. And I think he tried to go about it again. He's like, will there be other characters you can play as?
and
He's like, I can't say. Good try though. I don't know. I don't care when the date is. It'll be good.
In development, they already have the engine. 2-3 years.
I'm saying it'll. So next year, I think we'll see at E3.
I think they're going to
Well-
focus on it 2 years.
Okay.
You heard it here first. Promise.
2023.
Hey, hold him accountable.
2023.
2023.
What?
That's like 4 years.
19, 20, 21, 2022.
2021. But it could get delayed to 2022 spring.
Just don't announce it.
They're gonna do it, and it's gonna be like the Wii U Switch, where the new Switch comes out, and then it's like it's on the Switch and Switch U,
Yeah.
or some shit.
Switched you.
Yeah, that was a good note to end things
Yeah,
out. I was
that was
like,
good.
Nintendo never fails, man.
I mean,
But again, like they do the fucking
Wii U.
direct thing, so like they can perfect these like announcement type things, you know, like
that's
instead of-
that's what they choose to do, and it works for them.
it's always like. Oh, and I have
One
one
more
more
th-
small announcement.
I was really hoping for more Splatoon something. I don't know, but I don't know what to
Isn't-
expect.
Oh yeah, you said that I think I've heard through you that they're ending the
The next Splatfest is out, and then the one after that is the final one.
Oh, okay, so 2 more.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's a good game. I'm really curious what they like, how it would evolve if they do if and when they do a third one. But yeah, that's all the shows. What'd you guys E3? I mean, that's everything. I kind of feel like
Ubisoft didn't mention fucking
no Assassin's Creed.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah, or that. Sorry, bro.
It's like fucking. I feel like at this point it's like now in development. It's like motherfuckers, you mentioned this shit a long time ago. What the fuck?
Shout outs to the indie games. Kind of funny showcase. And
Devolver, kind of funny. Oh yeah,
Devolver.
we didn't talk about kind of funnies.
Devolvers.
Kind of funnies.
There was one game that I was really into for kind of funnies. That's-
So they announced just a ton of indie games, right?
Yeah,
And
Okay.
you hear it here first. The Heal game is coming to consoles.
Heal.
I saw your thing.
The ones
but
you
I don't
play
know.
as a healer. The guys
the
responded
healer.
to me.
Yeah.
It's coming to consoles. You heard it here first.
I don't know what healer game.
on my
you're
Twitter.
talking about. What healer game you don't know?
Exclusive scoop. Guys, Raw Men is coming.
Okay, so rewind that back.
Let's rewind that.
Raw Men.
I saw that game because Kind of Funny has an event, and they had a picture of it, and I want to go to that event. Is that like invite only, or
I don't know.
is this event called the Mix, where it just
Oh, that happened at E3. The mix was like where they show it at
You're
E3.
always a day behind on these events, dude. You wanted to go to that Japan fair for the
Well, I
thing.
mean, I couldn't even get one anyways. Shit.
Another game. This is a game you played, Lonely Island or Lonely Mountain. It's the bike one. You go down the mountain.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I beat the top record score. On that, so.
Free game.
And Hamsterdam. It's like a martial arts hamster. I was into it. And then there's like a skating game. It's like a skatebird instead of skateboard. It's just a bird that skateboards.
Did you see? I don't think it was announced anywhere here, but there is a video of Pigeon Simulator. Did you see that?
No.
I gotta show it to you after this thing. But it's really good, and I hope that comes out soon for PC.
Okay.
I like Kind of Funny's thing because they always have food recommendations. I'm like, damn, whenever I go to San Francisco.
Well, it's funny because their thing was like, this place has a really long wait. Or like, if you go to this McDonald's, you always got to bring back, nuggets for everyone. Or like, it's just little trivia things like you're saying. Yeah. They had a cool showcase. Devolver, pretty cool. It's okay. Mm-hmm. Nothing crazy, but it's fun.
Messenger DLC soon.
Yes. Free.
Surfer.
Surf's up, bro.
Surfing boat.
And yeah. Another big thing for Microsoft was Tim Schafer Double Fine. They're bought out now by Xbox.
Mm-hmm. Psychonauts 2.
And Psychonauts 2 is coming, so.
For the
that'll be
Switch?
cool.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Did not.
Didn't get announced.
Did it?
Nothing.
I could have swore I saw something on it. Wow.
Yeah.
Testing.
Nothing.
All right.
Nothing at all.
That covers
Nothing
E3. I mean, I think my biggest gripe is just there was too much cinematic of a lot of like games. And I'm like, what are you selling me? Like,
Not actual gameplay.
Not actual gameplay. How's your guys' week been? Let's
Busy.
start.
Let's start with you.
Well, we went to. I'm trying to remember.
EA.
EA Play. I'd go again. I know you guys won't. Afterwards, we met the creator of Tetris, Alexei.
He likes to stare at things.
Yes.
A lot of things.
Yes. I thought there was going to be merch there, so I didn't bring any of my games. Fucked up. I played Tetris Effect on VR, which is a fucking crazy ass experience. It was held at Barcade.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait, yeah, Barcade.
Now I'll just get Sextras on my computer.
Sextras Effect, baby.
Biggest E3 announcement. Saturday, went to B3. Next time I'm staying. Free alcohol. We got pretty.
They were pouring on the hard liquor in there.
Hey, it was hot. And those drinks were cold.
Yep.
It was nice inside the venue, but yeah, like when you're waiting for us to be able to get inside, that area was really hot and crowded.
Yeah.
Didn't stream at all this week. It was just been busy. Book signing, Ted Chiang on Tuesday.
Cool.
Could have went to a Twitter gaming event. Free alcohol,
You were in LA?
free food, free bowling, free scuff controllers, possibly.
I like that energy.
So like, yeah, we were like going. So if you don't like in Twitter, sometimes we go back and forth just posting GIFs, animated GIFs, and
just having fun.
Twitter gaming was.
Yeah, you
They saw it.
tagged that one and they're like, hey, we going? And I was like,
Yeah.
and they're like, we like this energy. DM us. It's like, ooh. Did you DM them?
I did. I just said thanks, but yeah, I can't go.
What'd they say?
They just did a GIF, thank you or some shit.
Oh, I didn't like when. So my reaction was, let me look at it.
So you sent them a DM.
So I sent a DM and I also sent Jonah Hill's like, so do you like weather? And I was like, hey, I heard you like our energy. I'm here about DMs. And he's like, hey, if you swing by our Twitch up E3, we got something special just for you. Find Shiraz and show him this DM. And then I didn't reply.
And then we saw a video of someone else who ended up contacting them through the DM and going, and they got scuff controllers.
Yep. But I saw other people, and they got like stickers or like water bottles. So I don't know. I don't know.
Our energy was high, like really high.
Yeah,
So
we got Shiraz.
Especially your energy.
We got Shiraz's name. And then yesterday, Catherine event.
That's where you got horny.
Yeah, that's where you got these horns, $40 on eBay. But just to rewind it back, the reason why I went is when I went to E3 8 years ago, there was a Catherine booth. No one knew about it. So they're just like, what the rumor was like, no one ever stopped by their booth. and it was because it was like adult content, and it was hidden. It was like super hidden. Like it was in LA Convention Center, but it was like in a small ass hall.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I got to redeem myself. I got to go, and
It was too packed.
it was crazy, dude. 3-hour wait, and
What?
so I didn't have a ticket. I was in the standby line. That's why it was 3 hours. It started at 9, so I got there at 7. 9 o'clock hits. They were letting, I was 7th in line. They let 3 people in from the standby line, which is not what you're supposed to do. They're supposed to let the main line in. The main line had like, I'm going to say 150 people. And like, I was like, holy shit, we're not going to get in, dude. So they were letting the first 3 people in, like they're doing 3 people main line, 1 standby, 3, 1, 3, 1. Then they stopped it. They're like, no, we can't do that. We have to let the main people in. And so around 10 o'clock, 1 hour into the event, like people started leaving, and I was just like, fuck, dude. I came all the way here for this, so I was like, I'm staying. Even if it's like midnight, I'm gonna just fucking wait. I got a lot of Resident Evil 4 done. A shit ton of Resident Evil. I'm almost done with the game. But
Was this at E3 or around it?
outside E3, like ghetto parts of LA, like across the street, there are tents for homeless people. Like it's ghetto. It's ghetto.
Why?
I mean, that's just how LA is. You can't really just get a venue and be like, this is not
Hey,
a
you
ghetto
can
area.
fucking escape room.
It was still in the ghetto area.
I mean, we was indoors. You didn't have to wait outside of that.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it was also not a very busy event because it was towards the end of it.
Okay, whatever.
Plain Rock Vlogs behind me. He didn't want to wait. He left. But then
You outlast them all.
an hour into it, they started letting standby in, and people who have tickets were still there. And we were like, I was like, fuck it, I'm going in, dude. And free drinks again. It was not as wasted because I don't know, they didn't mix the
was watered
alcohol
down.
as strong.
Bethesda. What's up?
But it was cool. Like I've never played Catherine, so the way the fucking club was, it was like a club. It was set up. It was like mirrors and like it was like funhouse kind of type of vibe. The line for alcohol fucking long as fuck. The line to play the game not long at all. And so like I've never played the game, and so they had it where it's player versus player. Never played the game. First 3 games were pretty even. And then after the 3rd game, it just fucking clicked. So it's like a puzzle game where you have to, your goal is to hit the top or kill your opponent by crushing him or making him fall down. After the 3rd game, it's the Tetris skills. It just fucking clicked.
Dun, 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 dun.
And I fucking destroyed this man. Like, we must have played like 20 times, 20-0. Like, after it clicked, and like it got so bad, like I would climb so high up, he can't even see his character. He doesn't even know where to go. Like, it was so bad. It just, the Tetris skills just clicked. I was just like, oh, making steps, going up, like super quick, and pre-ordered the game. I mean, I pre-ordered it a long time ago. Got the swag, and I'm going to all these E3 events. It kind of dawned on me, like my main goal is to make money and do this for a living. I want to hit VIP. Like, I don't want to wait in lines anymore. Like at the Catherine event, people VIP were just going in. I was like, dude, that's my goal, VIP, and then eventually make money. But I want to get enough of a following to hit VIP. That's my goal.
Do you know how many followers you need for that?
I have no idea.
I feel like you have it. You just need to apply for
Yeah. I should have applied for E3. I don't know why I didn't.
Apply for the next event that we go to. Apply for it.
Even if
Because-
you're not going, just apply. Because then you might go because you get the.
I mean, LA Comic Con, I'm gonna apply again for press.
I mean, you're not going to take days off for work. I know that much.
Yeah, I do. But yeah, I'm excited going back to streaming and YouTube video. I made a video of the Catherine event.
Nice.
So
YouTube video, but like, you're just saying like it's a video, not
Yeah.
like a stream.
yeah, I'm gonna do streaming. I'm gonna go hardcore on the streaming, and
Are you finishing any of the games you've been working on? Or are you
I'm gonna finish Doom.
Oh, okay.
Doom is planned, and then after Doom, Wolfenstein, and then after that, Uncharted 4, I think.
Okay. Fun schedule. Marcus, what are you up to?
Nothing at all.
Cool.
I'm
Thanks.
learning.
All right. I've been
I really don't have anything. I stopped playing Dauntless. I bought a ton of games on Switch for the sale that they have going on. So probably I'm going to be going to New York next week. So I think on my flight there and probably during my stay there, I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy IX, which I just bought on Switch. Other than that, yeah, really haven't done much. I mean, we went to the EA Play, did not enjoy myself. Went to the Bethesda, did not enjoy myself. I'm very antisocial if people don't know.
Why do you go?
So I just hate it. I told you guys I was going. I don't want to, back out like Nintendo does with
his New Year's resolution was to go to more stuff.
It was. I'm trying, I'm trying real hard, but my body just.
You just need alcohol,
My
dude.
mind.
I mean, I'm being if you're antisocial.
It's true, but I'd rather not rely on alcohol, so I'd rather just not drink.
But
alcohol
I mean,
for
you
it.
did drink at the Tetris event.
Hey, and
And then the day after it was free, but you didn't drink.
See, those are large beverages I'm buying, where Bethesda's like, it's just.
But
a
it's
small,
unlimited.
like, I gotta keep going back in line for that shit.
But
I mean,
it's
it
free.
takes, like,
I hate
5 seconds.
lines. I've told you.
It wasn't
See,
that
that's
big.
the thing.
It wasn't that big of a
So,
line.
Of lines, I've learned this weekend that I'm sick of lines. Like, my threshold is being reached, and I'm just like,
VIP.
that's why I was like, EA Play, I'm kind of over you. Because there's literally, for me, like, I'm getting in lines for things that I'm kind of into.
You know what? VIP.
VIP.
Just
But-
to get to that level.
The Bethesda one, I showed up, and I could have waited in line and been at the front. I was like, I'm just going to go chill at the Starbucks until it's closer. And even then, I was like, I got in line too early.
Your biggest line? A burger. That was your biggest line. At
on
EA.
on EA, yeah, that was dumb. I'm over traffic and I'm over lines. Like, it's just like a phobia that's like been. I don't know. It's getting to me, and I'm wondering. Yeah, it's a really relevant thing in the area we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Outside of those, the Tetris thing was like probably one of my favorite things of the weekend.
Isn't
Bethesda
that
was pretty cool just because the drinks were cool, and then just once we were inside, it was a little bit more chill, and I liked that it was indoors. I was kind of like, oh, thank God. But it being Sunday, I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna Monday's gonna suck. But the Tetris thing, that barcade was probably one of my favorite barcades. It had a good ambiance.
I mean, it helped that even though they had a certain event going on, it did not get packed. I mean, obviously the back area where
Where people were crowding around, but even then, you could still play games.
Yeah, exactly.
And there were so many games. Like there was Street Fighter the movie version. There was Street Fighter 2. Hey, Jerry.
Batman Forever.
Yeah, Batman Forever, fucking weird. They had the Pac-Mans, the Tetrises. They had what's the racing game we did? Daytona.
Yeah, the Daytona.
Daytona, that was a fun one.
Which I can, I'm just good at racing games.
I mean, just come at me in my E-Honda and we'll see what's up.
Dang.
Hey, they had Street Racer. Street Racer, right? Go Speed Racer. Yeah, Go Speed.
Oh,
Racer.
Speed Racer, not Street Racer.
Yeah, I don't know what I was saying.
Street.
Sure, why not?
No.
I mean, there's voice evidence of this thing, so probably.
No. Yeah, I like the variety of games. The drinks were cool. The food was pretty good. Like, just all together. Like, a lot of places always miss one thing. It's like it's either too crowded, not enough space. The games are either broken or the drinks and food are really either not there or whatever. And I feel like it had a good. The only thing I will say, location, it was not near anything. Like, if I want to go here, it's just to go to here.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of other bars and barcades are like, oh, we're in downtown Fullerton, or we're in around a bunch of bars and restaurants and all these other things. And I'm like,
And you guys were telling me that this is one of the original bars, but the guys are like, this location's brand new.
so it's a
Barcade
franchise.
is original.
The original barcade is this, and the LA one had just opened.
Oh, okay.
So they have ones in Philly. They have one in, I think, New York.
I did not know that. I thought it was literally
This
Barcade
one,
was
no.
This is it.
No, sorry, but it is that franchise. And
Gotcha.
maybe that's partially why it's so in good condition. Is that it's new. Yeah. So is that. We did the Bethesda stuff. I finished watching Chernobyl.
I also know for
It's
a
a
fact.
comedy, right?
Yeah, it's a fighting game.
I know that you've been playing a shit ton of Destiny. I woke up at 6 a.m. You were fucking online, dude.
What?
Weren't you online today?
No,
Today?
no, it was. I mean, my computer might have been.
Oh, okay. Because like,
6 a.m. Bang?
Because I go, I turned it on because I had I was actually.
What were you doing?
Today in the morning, I ended up selling the Switch. So
You what?
I had 2 Switches, remember? So I sold the second one that I didn't want, the modded one. So I had to charge it, and I wanted to make sure it was on. So like I set my alarm to wake up myself up at 6 in the morning, and I like made sure like it was up to date and it had power. And I turned on my computer. Discord opens up and it says Cujo Prime Destiny. I'm like, he's fucking online right now.
That's the last game he played, probably.
No, but it shows active.
Like, yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Because I
So,
wasn't playing at 6 a.m.
so I was like, dang, he's really into this right now, dude. He's really.
No, I
trying to
mean,
get this
I'm into this season, and I'm really hyped about what they're bringing. But I've been playing. I haven't played as much. Like once all the events ended, I was just like, I don't want to do anything. I got home and I was like, I don't even want to like play.
Yeah.
But I watched Chernobyl. I finished it. That is a good miniseries. Really fucking like
How many episodes is it?
5.
Really?
Each one an hour. It's solid.
I'll
Like
watch it. I'll probably watch it.
there's one episode, the fourth one.
It's kind of slow.
I'm just gonna say, if it bothers you, seeing anything involving animals and harm,
You should stop.
it's something you might want
I
to.
mean, I saw that Planet Life clip when walruses were falling off cliffs.
Committing
I'm just
suicide?
saying.
It's like real shit because like they can't tell like
Yeah.
it's because of climate change. They can't tell. They can hear the water.
Oh.
They just jumping to their deaths and over.
That's rough. But I'm just warning for anyone interested that one episode, the fourth one, has some hard to watch stuff for
I mean, you're more than halfway there at that point. Might as well.
I just saying, like, you might, if you want to skip over
I'm
it,
just
if it's for,
Yeah.
But as a whole, the show is both like historically interesting, it's culturally and politically relevant to a lot of things going on now, and even just like on a company level, like you see like a plant meltdown or a refinery, leak
And they're
or
trying to hide all this
something, and like the stuff that gets done or not done that causes it, or to fix it, or to brush it under the side. It's just like it blows your mind, like that is real, and I've seen it in so many places, and I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah,
Like
there's
some of them are like small and they don't have that big of a ramification, but Chernobyl is like it impacted so many lives, and that was huge to me, and I think it really hit. It had an impactful message.
There's a meme going around where it says like people watching Chernobyl like, I can't believe the government would lie to them, and then it like woke Americans are like,
The thing that I've been saying is like people are like, oh, Chernobyl Instagrammers. And it's just like it makes it look like they're like in Chernobyl doing like Instagram photos of like in bikinis or like selfie stick, but it's like a radioactive measuring device. It's like, I'm like, man, this is fucking weird. I don't know if I mentioned I finished Barry as well. That's a good show.
How many? That's two
Seasons.
2 seasons.
And each episode's 30 minutes.
Okay.
It fits that void of like if you miss like Fargo, Breaking Bad, Better
It's got
Call
good
Saul.
action, right? Like it's. I mean, like the
Yeah.
whole concept is he's like a retired or
No, he's a hitman, and he decides he wants to try acting, and it's just like a juggle of both,
Yeah.
and about like how that is difficult or not.
I saw a scene.
It's like
where,
a dark comedy.
I saw a scene where like someone tries to kill him, fail miserably, and he's like, "What the fuck, man?" He's like, "You fucked me over, man," and then it gets kind of funny. So
Yeah,
I like that.
There's moments like that, but then there's moments that are really dark, and he's not very sympathetic. Like you can't sympathize with him too much.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like Breaking Bad and Fargo, where it's like these characters that are like dark, and you're seeing their journey, and it's interesting, but I'm not like sympathetic to
They're
who
not
they
nice
are,
people.
their
Yeah.
cause. So we were kind of going back to Star Trek now, little bit by little. Destiny, I'm playing a little bit more Switch. I want to play some Splatoon before these last Splatfests. I think that was it. No movies. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
funded. Busy week. I kind of want to just chill.
Yeah, like
I'm over
it
it.
drains you, like.
But it
being
was
out.
like this weekend. There was so much like after the weekend, it drained me. But then like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was like, news. Like, just give me like this drip feed of like video game goodness. Like,
Just let me.
hook it up, Suda. Man, I was bummed there was no near news for Square
Yeah.
Enix. I was like,
Yeah.
anyway, guys, where can people find you?
They can find me at the Filio, but not really everywhere.
At the Last Bosses everywhere.
You can find me at Kudra Prime. You can find us all at the Weekly DLC, or you can find us in rooms that we don't know.
Air conditioned.
I mean, it's air conditioned. If you couldn't tell by our
This
nipples,
is the new location. I'm sorry.
Hell no, dude.
no, it's not. But it might be.
is.
Who knows? And yeah, we hope you enjoyed the episode. That should be all of our E3 coverage, pre and post.
Yeah, sorry. If you not interested, just go to the next one.
Hey, just listen to it anyway. We love it. Support us, indie podcasters. And with that, reach us at the Weekly DLC and all the different social sites we're on. If you have any message for us, you want to hit us up privately, ask theweeklydlc@gmail.com. Hit us up. We'd love to hear from you. And until next time, we'll
DLC.
You later.
Okay, bye.